doing the intro.
Okay then.
Yeah, we should let that.
We'll just do that too.
A little bit of mumbling. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah,
Big enough? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel here from the Geek Speek Gaming channel, which you can find on Twitch or on YouTube. And I'm here to bring you our first ever episode of the Cinemaniacs podcast.
Yes!
Yes, that is my co-host on this episode, the guest of honor.
Dez!
Yes, Dez.
Dez.
My uncle. Anyways, it's great guest we have going on. So, what are we about to talk about today, Dez?
Well, today I think we're gonna, our first topic of our first episode.
Yes.
Franchises, movie franchises.
Woo.
You know, whenever you have a movie, then you find out there's a second, then a third, then sometimes they even go beyond that and make a fourth, and then a reboot, then a spinoff, and then yeah.
I believe the word you're looking for is corporate greed.
Yes.
My
yes.
favorite. So, we recently saw Jurassic World.
Yeah.
We'll start off with that. Jurassic World, overall thoughts. What did you think?
Well, it didn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie. First of all, I will say that. The trailer was not so much misleading. It pretty much was what I thought it was going to be.
Because, I watched the first trailer for it, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because it was I was like, I don't really know what this
I said no
movie's
for
gonna
a
be.
long time before, but I just knew it was one of those movies I wasn't going to avoid. I was going to see it somehow. Someone's going to get me to see it.
Yeah.
And I actually saw it twice. So
Yeah, I saw it twice too, and it was just like, I don't know. And immediately I was like, whatever this movie's gonna be, I'm gonna just see it as is. So I just stopped watching trailers for it.
Yeah.
So I just saw that first one with the terrible CGI.
Yeah.
It looked really bad in the first trailer. But yeah, I just watched it that way. So that's your overall thoughts. You thought it was not.
Well, originally I thought it was going to be another Jurassic Park 3, which I hate terribly. But it wasn't a 3. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't. Well, okay, not everybody likes 2, but I grew up on 2. And
Yeah.
well, we'll get to that. But
Okay. But yeah, my thoughts on Jurassic World. It was a solid popcorn movie. I enjoyed it.
definitely for theaters.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely gave me that nostalgic feeling of oh, dinosaurs are cool, things like that. With movies that can give you that nostalgic sensibility and give you that feeling of oh, this is that world I love, and give you that feeling of going back into it, that's awesome. And the fact that I got that feeling multiple times while watching that movie, while watching Jurassic World, is just great. So there's a lot of it I enjoyed. That's the good. That's me talking the good.
Well, okay. Well, I will say, it kind of made an adult version of Jurassic Park. Because for me, Jurassic Park was about scares and roars and running from dinosaurs and it being kind of like a fun movie experience. But it was so much focus on those kids, and I just
but I mean, there's always a focus on kids when it comes to franchise stuff like this, especially with Jurassic Park, because it's the kids are the marketing audience that you want to get towards. So and kids are meant to represent us most of the time in these situations. We want to be like Chris Pratt or Jeff Goldblum, but we're the kids in those situations. We're going into this world. We don't know what it's really like, and we're experiencing it. So the kids are our vessels. Now, granted, it's a tiny, crappy vessel in this movie. But I mean, I think, I don't know what a Jurassic World is without the kid point of view. But
okay. I'm not saying the kid point of view was bad. I just didn't like the kids that were in the movie. I thought they were.
I specifically don't like the older brother.
Oh yeah, hated the older brother.
The little kid, because the kid there's 2 brothers in the film, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know. The one who plays the younger brother was in Iron Man 3, and he played as the kid who helps Tony Stark get back on track.
Yeah.
Good actor. That is a good child actor.
Solid performance.
Now, his older brother, on the other hand.
I don't know if he was just... I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he was too old for the role he was trying to do, or if he's just not a good actor, or...
I don't know.
If I just don't like the way he acts, I don't know what it is. Every time I saw him on screen, I just got sick. You know?
He's just... He gave me nausea. I don't even know.
It no longer became Jurassic Park. See, that's one element of this Jurassic Park movie that made it feel more like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls than because Indiana Jones, that specific one, it just didn't feel like the other Indiana Jones movies.
Okay.
It felt stripped of its
Essence.
Yes.
But it's interesting you bring up that point because I feel like at certain points, Jurassic World is too much of a slave to Jurassic Park to be its own movie. Because I feel like there's certain points where it's like this pet coming back and trying to seek permission to do certain things. Like it's going back to all these iconic locations. It's doing all these iconic shots and things like that.
Which actually confused me because I wasn't sure if it was more of a reboot or if it was a sequel.
No, it's a straight sequel. And the director of the film, like when he was doing the marketing and stuff for the film and promotionals and all that, like he was saying like he's just kind of ignoring 2 and 3. He's just kind of like pretending like it's
apparently.
That's literally the best way to look at it. It's just like it's a direct sequel to Jurassic Park. You know, see what I'm saying? So I think that's the best way to look at the movie. And yeah, in a lot of ways, that's a good thing. But at the same time, it kind of lacked that the ambition to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the plot, like we're not trying to get too spoilery in this review, but like by the end of the movie, the plot doesn't really take you anywhere.
It doesn't.
Like I understand you're on an island, duh. It's not Jurassic Park 2, but we're not going to an entirely separate location during the final act.
I like that one. All right,
we're not going, but it's just like nothing really progressed. Especially when I watched the movie the second time, I was like, nothing really happened in this movie.
Yeah.
There's just like
like a lot of suspense just to get around a corner that you were going around anyway.
To be honest, they literally stayed on the north part of the island.
They did.
They went to the north, to the center, and the back up the north a little bit.
All right,
because it ends in the
almost spoiled. All right, no more.
No, that's it. It just like generally like the location they travel is like a circle.
Oh yeah.
Anywho, that's any other thoughts on Jurassic World?
Actually, I was surprised by Chris Pratt's performance. I actually liked him a lot more.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say that they felt like he wasn't himself, his usual Chris Pratt self, but
that's what I liked about it is that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, hey, it showed he had range. Because like when you look at like he can be the Star-Lord type dude, and you're like, hey, I hope he doesn't do that in everything he does. But
that's
no, he definitely
he
showed his range. Chris Pratt for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
Yeah, I'd go for it. Because like I know his schedule probably wouldn't match up, but like. Yeah, I'd totally go for that, for Chris Pratt. That's just me personally. Besides that, what else?
Well, I mean, since we're talking about it, I mean, newer movies being added to franchises, I guess now, since a lot of these franchises have like many years between movies being made, you got to think of, new marketing thing. So yeah, maybe that is an element to why I didn't like this one as much. Maybe this one is kind of made for the 8-year-old version of me now in 2015. So
it's like I see like the marketing for this movie was deep. Like the marketing for Jurassic World, like they created the website with like all the different facets of the park. They had prices, the tickets, the rides, every attraction. Like it was down to a T. Like it was like you could literally pull T-Rex. Up like.
Sorry. Couldn't pass it.
Like it was literally like you could pull up like Orlando Studios type thing and like compare it, and it's just like that amount of detail. So on the viral side, it was very interesting to see how deep they went with it, and they had like the countdown to the park opening and stuff like that. So it was really cool. I think trailer wise, it was different because I caught a glimpse, because like I said, I only watched that one trailer, but then they have like the TV spots they randomly show, and they have like the really dark one where it's like ding, 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 where it has like the original score, but then they do it.
Okay,
just, like,
I think that's the one that kind of got me
in E minor.
They made that one for me. You
like that? Okay,
yeah. It was like it's all dark and it was a little teeny piano playing the theme that you know.
Yeah, you see, I got that threw me off because I saw the first trailer. I was like. But
I was like, all right, now we're getting somewhere.
And this one's like, ting, 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 like E minor and all that. And I was like, ew. All these clashing chords make my skin crawl. So, yeah, it's interesting.
But it makes me wonder, okay, because like all these new franchises, I'm really worried for Star Wars. I love Star Wars to death, but if it goes the wrong way, I'm going to not like it anymore.
Star Wars is Star Wars it's interesting because it's like Star Wars isn't yours anymore, and I mean that in like Star Wars isn't even George Lucas anymore. Like Star Wars is so much bigger than its creators. It's bigger than its movies. It's bigger than its directors. Like it's a phenomenon. It's a lifestyle for a lot of people.
Sounds like Skynet.
I know, right? And so Star Wars is like, I feel like we're finally getting that passing of the torch with the next generation type thing and the next generation of creators. And that's what I feel like is so awesome about this, is because I'm looking at directors I truly admire and adore and think the utmost talent are like the most talented and fantastic directors, writers, actors, and actresses, and they're getting opportunities to be a part of something we love and get to add new twists to the genre. And I think that's the best way to look at it. It's just like Star Wars is finally getting the opportunity to
expand.
Yeah, not necessarily expand, but like pass the saber to the next generation and have them carve their own chunk of the galaxy. I think that's the best way to look at it.
Okay.
So
you know what? Deep down, it's just I'm just mad it wasn't me directing it. You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
I used to make my own Star Wars editions, 7, 8, 9.
How would you do Star Wars Episode 7?
Oh! I already had it planned out when I
Tell
was
us.
like 10. I had the Episode 1 soundtrack. Oh yeah, I had the little choir behind me. I was the main Jedi, of course. My friend's dad was supposed to be like the bad dude, but you know, I think instead of killing him, he turned to the good side. Something like that, you know.
Ah, okay.
Well, you know, very, very 10-year-old of me. But
There's still a chance. There's
yeah,
always
it would have been direct to video. So I mean,
okay. Yeah, but that's the like I don't know what you do. What like Episode 7? Like how do you continue on after that? It's an interesting thing, and I don't like it when people are like, "Nah, you can't. There's nothing to work with. There's literally nothing in the whole entire
He defeated
lore."
the Empire. What is there left?
No, he took down one dude. He took down one dude.
Actually, if you think
in a
about it,
spaceship.
Luke never killed a Sith. Only Jedi never killed a Sith. He didn't kill Darth Vader. He attacked Darth Vader, but he didn't necessarily kill Vader.
Do you consider Empire Sith?
He didn't kill him either. Darth Vader threw him down.
Yeah, I know. No, I said Empire, not Emperor.
Oh, Empire.
Like killing stormtroopers and stuff like that.
Oh, no. It has to be a Sith.
But I mean,
Guy with a lightsaber.
They're on the side.
Guy
of
with a
Sith.
lightsaber.
I'm pulling technicalities.
That's like saying you kill somebody in a droid army and it's like oh yeah, I'm a Jedi now. No, sit down.
Real talk.
Sit down.
That means Jar Jar is on the side of the Force based off my logic. And I don't know about you all, ladies and gentlemen, but I think that's perfect logic. No. I'm excited for Star Wars Episode 7.
Well, I've gotten more excited since the first news of it, because at first I was like, oh no, and J.J. Abrams is doing it. Not that I don't have anything against him, it's just like, I don't know.
Star Treks are good, man.
Yeah, the Star Treks are
Star
good.
Trek 2 gets a lot of crap.
Well, I mean, I actually like that one, but
I know, and I like it too. But I think that's awesome movie. The reason Star Trek 2 Into Darkness gets so much crap is because they lied. Because he was like, no, that's not Benedict Cumberbatch is not playing Khan. All right, he's Khan, and so they try to keep it secret and stuff like that. They're like, no, we're not gonna. Why would we do a remake of Wrath of Khan? Why would we do a remake? But like literally shot for shot, certain scenes are like that, like the reflection of Star Trek Wrath of Khan. I almost said Star Wars, and then like a nerd like Shadow is just gonna I would have been dead. But it's so there's always like the distrust that comes with switching directors and switching the helms and things of that nature. But I think, I don't know, I think it's in good hands. I think the future of Star Wars, especially with the talent they're bringing on board, like Gareth Edwards. Edwards? No, he directed the Raid 2. Sorry, Gareth Edwards, who did Gojira.
Okay.
Gojira.
Which, another movie, not necessarily a franchise thing, not a sequel, but a reboot. Mm-hmm. And that trailer had me. I wanted to see Godzilla once I saw that trailer.
The trailer is terrifying.
Yeah. I was like, I can't wait for this.
Because it built up with like the humming of the outdoor. It's like,
this
the
parachuting down into the red sky, and it was intense.
Still one of the best. Like,
and I see the movie, and I'm like, where's that? Where's what I came to see? And I get these little monsters, these little creatures that Godzilla don't even get to until
like he's fighting gremlins. Dude, this size of skyscrapers, you're like, he's fighting these little things. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. They're huge. But yeah, my defense for Godzilla is that it's very faithful to the original 1930s.
It is, because when you do see the older Godzilla, because I grew up on the 1998 Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick meets the Frenchies, 1998 Godzilla, and I didn't see the older ones until later on, and I appreciated the older ones because I was like, this is what Godzilla was supposed to be, not Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Godzilla was Jurassic World before Jurassic World.
Pretty much. So, yeah.
What are we talking about? Franchises. Yeah. Favorite franchises.
Favorite? Well, I've already spoken of some. Jurassic Park, Star Wars. I like X-Men, even with their strange continuity experiments and all that, and their Wolverines. And they're the Wolverines. Oh, gosh.
I like the Wolverine.
It's funny. You like the Wolverine. I hate the Wolverine.
You
but
hate the Wolverine?
I like...
You like X-Men Origins? No.
I can watch that. No. I can watch that over. I don't know why. I just don't know why, and I won't defend it. Okay,
it's like that's like saying you like animal abuse. Like that's what I heard. You're just like, oh yeah, my favorite. I'm like, no, but it's so terrible.
I didn't say it was my favorite. No.
What's your favorite?
What? Of the X-Men?
Yeah, the X-Men.
Well, it's tough because.
Oh, yo.
Don't give it a face. All right.
Because I know what you're about to say.
I like 3. Okay.
I knew it.
I can't help it. I don't know why. I look back now at it, and I'm kind of ashamed I said it so much because I defended it a lot. But I like 3. Okay, something about the length of the scenes or something. I don't know.
What does that even mean?
It just fits better than 2 did. 2 just.
Because 2, now a lot of people hold up 2 as like the poster child for like superhero movies. I haven't visited that movie lately, but
it comes on TV a lot more than the other ones.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
2 or 3?
2.
3 comes on a lot.
Oh.
FX.
Well,
FX is like always showing 3.
Well, I thought they were always showing 2.
Well, I don't know what you're watching.
Well, maybe you got the wrong.
Maybe
FX.
you got the wrong channel. Or is it FXX? Which one are you watching? I don't know. But
yeah,
X-Men's a good franchise.
It is a good friend, and Hugh Jackman can play Wolverine a million times, and we'll watch it every time.
This is his last one coming up. Not after next one's Age Apocalypse, but his next one, X-Men. No, Wolverine 3. Wolverine 3 is going to be his last one, which I'm thinking they should not have anyone else play Wolverine because you can't beat it. You can't.
You can.
You can't beat it.
It's just. Yeah.
It's Hugh Jackman. Like, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine in the movies. Like, it's just... I can't imagine it without him. Can't do it.
Like, could you imagine trying to watch Days of Future Past without Hugh Jackman in it?
Yeah, him like sending back Ellen Page.
What are
we going to do?
Kitty Hawk and Mystique having their little emotional rants. That's
what they should have done. Is done, like... alternate versions of the movie, like deleted scenes, but they send different characters back.
Magneto would have just made a force with himself. And
like just... Colossus is like, please stop right now. And he's just like, Magneto's like, shut up. No Magneto, he would have taken over the world.
Oh yeah.
Because he would have been like...
He would have told his young self, look, no, kill Charles.
Like, you can trust me, Xavier. Send me back.
And Xavier would be stupid enough to do. I would see like the smartest like mind reader dude, but then he always get tricked by Magneto. Every movie. Every movie he's betrayed.
That's one thing I hate about Xavier is that comic books, movies, animated things, he's the worst leader. He's literally the worst human being. He hides things. He keeps secrets. He blocks people's mind potential and He basically is the problem. He's why Phoenix is there,
and why Mystique.
And why Mystique is a terrible person. But at the end of the day, like you get into a conversation, it's really heated, and he's like, "Tell me what's on your mind, Scott. I won't read your mind." Really? You've tortured me enough, but you won't be like, "All right." Just no. Tell me what's going on. Don't pretend like you care. Don't pretend to sympathize.
Well, actually, you know what? Now that you think about it, you brought it in my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe someone could play Wolverine.
Who?
I don't know, but I also used to think nobody else could play Xavier until James McAvoy did it. And at first I heard about it, I was like, the wanted guy? That's all I knew him from. I was like, the wanted guy? I was so mad I was eating it, but then, I saw it and I was like, all right, this is actually pretty good. And then, Mike Fassbender, killed Magneto, so I was like, okay.
That was...
All right, maybe there can be a new generation, So.
But that's... brings us two topics. Mm-hmm. One... First Class is my favorite X-Men film. Hands down.
Okay.
The cast isn't that great. You don't get that, Jennifer, it's the better one with Jennifer Lawrence because she's not Mystique most of the time. And the kid who plays his Beast, good actor.
Yeah.
But what really makes it for me is James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. Like, just their relationship and their dynamics and just the range that they have together is freaking awesome. And I love those scenes. And plus, the 50s is the most interesting historical time period for me. So it's just like...
I thought it was in the 60s.
No, I think it was 50s. Whenever Cuban Missile Crisis was.
I think that was 1960s.
Because it's Cold War.
I think that was 1960s.
Was it 1960s? I thought it was late 50s, early 60s. We should probably start fact-checking on this podcast.
We probably should.
We're
going to edit this out. Edit this out.
And so, that's the first point. That's my favorite movie. I love it. Second point is I think they're gearing up to reboot again because James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, their contract end on this next movie. Wolverine's not coming back after Wolverine 3.
Right.
He's going to be in Age of Apocalypse, which is the next one, but he's leaving after that. They've casted the younger versions of Scott, Storm, Jean Grey, and someone else. I forgot who. So they already have, I think, and when you're done with Apocalypse, I think there's going to be some time travel-y stuff. So I think they're gearing up for another one because people's contracts are ending.
Okay.
That's what I think. So I think we're looking at a new team of X-Men because they cast these youngins, some of these Game of Thronians, hashtag House of Stark. Not many of them left. Spoiler alert. Everybody dies. So yeah, it's interesting because it's like you look at a franchise like X-Men and like you want it to keep going, but it's like every movie they do an end of world thing.
It's always the end.
It's always the end of the world. It's always the end of the world. Why is that? Why can't they
First Magneto wanted to end the world.
Magneto wanted to end the world with Rogue. The first one. Second one.
Who tried to end the world in the second one? Stryker.
Stryker's. I don't even know. He was just like, we're gonna make metal men and kill everybody. I don't know. I don't even remember the plot. That's my plot.
Yeah. His son was
a mutant. Which is also the plot.
See,
in X-Men
that's
Origins.
why I hated that one because it spent so much time on the son's little mind.
His little mind game.
Yeah, it made my head hurt in the theater.
X-Men 3. Phoenix destroys the world.
Phoenix, my favorite.
Even.
I don't know why. I'm not going to explain. Whatever.
Famke. She's mesmerizing.
That's not why.
Oh, Famke Jensen? You're not a Famke Jensen fan?
I'm not. Not with Taken. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
You were not taken
I'm not
by
taken.
her performance?
I'm untaken.
You can take me back home. You can take back this ticket I paid $10.25 for.
Oh, gosh.
But it's, okay, so... Yeah, it's just the end of the world thing. It's always the end of the world. Like, why can't they just be like, hey, let's order some pizza. And they're like, the pizza guy's dead. We got to go investigate who killed the pizza guy.
Because it's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Whoa. No, it's
they don't want to go direct to video.
I don't know. It's too...
Wait, is that even a term anymore? Am I that
direct to video? No, direct to video. It's more like video on demand.
Okay.
Like that's like literally the most old school.
You don't know how old I am.
At least you didn't say straight to DVD. If you said straight to DVD, they'd be like, "Oh."
Wow, you said DVD.
You're like, "Who's he working with? Is he a fossil?"
You know, there used to be a time where it was straight to VHS, right?
Yeah, we had a VHS.
Yeah.
We used to record TV shows and movies on there. Those days were fire. Don't tell the kids. Don't tell the kids. Back in my day,
youngins don't know.
We would have film reels inside of rectangles, and then we'd put them inside a video box. Anywho, so the franchise it's gone on too long, and so the franchises go on for too long, and then you got to reboot, especially when you do constant end of the world crap.
Yeah,
that's why I like movies like The Wolverine. It's a self-contained story. You really don't have to know anything about the other movies except Wolverine's relationship with Jean Grey in the third one. Right. Which ends up getting resolved in this one. Like, that's all you need to know, and you can just, hey, this is a good adventure. Can't wait for that next movie, without having it be the formula of, like a Marvel movie. Like, it's very, like, it's hard to find, especially when it comes to Marvel movies, like a movie where you just watch it and you're like, I can enjoy this movie for what it is and not have to worry about setup. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, solid one, watch it, don't have to worry about setup. Age of Ultron, so much setup, too much setup to where it hurt the movie. Like it's just bad. Like it literally, they had sequences that did not pay off at all in the rest of the movie, and it's just like, okay, well that's something for the future, I guess. That's kind of open ended. Thor's just going into magical swimming pools and getting visions. So, anyways, that's besides the point. So when you have franchises and they go on and go on, it's like, you run into these situations where you're either forced to stop, reboot, or keep pumping out crappy sequels. Terminator. And so, come on. Genesis? Terminator Genesis?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can't defend that one.
Keep talking, because I gotta put some facts on here.
I do like the one with Christian Bale. I thought that was gonna start a new, I thought that was gonna start a new, like trilogy of it. I was like, how's he gonna do this and Batman? But yeah, it was
the Batman one got into real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
But yeah, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was a good, addition to the franchises. It nodded at like each movie.
A lot of people hate that one more than they hate 3. People,
really?
Yeah, like
3.
Yeah, so
with those graphics. How can you hate anything?
Here's the thing, like it's crazy because it's like I was just looking up. Terminator Genesis has a 36 on Metacritic.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah, it's 38. My bad, guys. My bad. Giving credit where it's deserved. Yeah, like I didn't know that. Like growing up, I didn't know that the second Star Wars trilogy was hated. I didn't know it was like this collective thing that people hated. It wasn't until recently where I was like, oh yeah, episode 7. They're like,
yeah,
oh god, here we go. like
oh, if you think it was bad then, you should have seen when Star Wars Special Edition came out in theaters. Oh, that's where it started.
What was that?
Well, that's when they re-released the Star Wars movies into theaters with the new effects and stuff. Pretty much how I knew it growing up, because when I got the VHSs of Star Wars Special Edition, I was like, I didn't know what Special Edition meant. I just thought it was special because you got all 3 movies. I didn't know it was special because George Lucas changed the effects and all this other stuff that the original fans were like, hey, he's changed something here. I don't like this. He's messing up the movies.
Okay.
So pretty much what he does every time he re-releases it. Now the Blu-ray is probably something that I hate. So it's like, wait, he changed the color of R2-D2 in this scene.
Lando isn't black. I hate this movie. Like we just wanted to, really change up the formula. But yeah, and so I growing up, I didn't know that the Star Wars movies were like that hated.
Yeah.
And that was the same. And it's like the same thing going on for you right now. That innocence that you're like, oh yeah, I really like Terminator 4. I really like it. And then you find out the world just hates it, and it hates you for liking it.
Yeah. What is the stopping point for franchise? Because the trend now is, trend usually be like, either you do 3 and you stop, or you do 3 and then you do 3 more and then you stop. But now it's
or you do that awkward fourth one.
Yeah, that awkward fourth that is like.
Then you have to call it a saga, and that's just awkward.
And then you have to do a 5 just because.
Because budgets and contracts. Because someone signed on for a little bit too much. I think it varies per franchise. I think if you just start throwing out throw out some examples, and I will tell you where they should have stopped or where they should. X-Men, they can keep going. Because there's hundreds of X-Men.
Yeah, it's a whole universe of it.
There's so much material.
X-Men is his own Marvel universe.
It really is. No, like Fox,
each character can have their own movie.
They could. They're sitting on a swimming pool.
Because I don't want to see a Cyclops movie.
Yo.
Even though they would probably make it the best thing ever and amp it up, ramp it up.
Okay, so I recently read. So Joss Whedon, he directed the Star Wars. Not Star Wars. He directed Avengers.
Okay.
So I recently read he did a comic book. He was doing comic book runs. He wrote this comic book, Astonishing X-Men. I read issues 1 through 25 within 2 days. It was fantastic. It was amazing. And one thing that I definitely took away, Scott Summers is thebomb.com. He is super BA. Not as BA as Wolverine, but he's close. He's that good.
James Marsden?
Okay, not James Marsden.
Sorry. Well, that's all I think of when I think of Cyclops now.
He's a good actor.
He is a good actor, but I hate the character.
For some reason,
the character of Cyclops is just the worst for me.
For some reason, every director when he's on set is just like, "No, we need a little less emotion." I want you to think of a cardboard box. When you think of a cardboard box with sunglasses...
What would a cardboard box say to Jean with Wolverine?
If he could shoot lasers out of his eyes, what would this cardboard box say? That's Scott Summers.
Stay away from my girl, Logan.
Why don't you stay away from that? And he's like... That was... I don't know why Logan sounds like a cookie monster. But yeah, Cyclops is cool. You can... X-Men can keep going.
All right. What about all right, now Jurassic Park, with this newest movie, what do you feel where do you feel the franchise stands?
I feel like some I don't know, some really old person in a town, they're like, "Oh, when the wind blows and her bones get hollow, she can tell you what the thing's gonna happen." Like I'm a fortune teller. I'm like, "If you give me 3 pints of cow blood, I'll be able to cast a spell. I'll tell you.
Tell me what's gonna happen to Jurassic Park.
I'll tell you what happens to this franchise." I feel like a fortune teller. I see a good 1 or 2 movies, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 2. I definitely see a strong sequel, and I see the sequel being because it's B.D. Wong's character.
Oh yeah.
He leaves with all the. He leaves with all the embryos.
He just walks onto the set with stage presence. It's like
he's like, "Did you forget I was here?"
And then he turns bad all of a sudden. The first movie he's just he's like an intern there.
Can I say something right quick? Yeah. B.D. Wong still rocks the turtleneck. 2015 in Central America.
Hard.
Where you at, Kanye?
Easy
ain't rocking that right now. B.D. Wong was Kanye before Kanye was Kanye with coolness. For real. It's just tragic.
So yeah, if they bring back B.D. Wong, Chris Pratt stays, the girl can stay, the kids, only if they bring back the younger brother. The older brother goes off to college or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Let him just
or
go
he
off.
gets eaten. What?
Tragic, but suitable.
Oh, because okay, spoiler alert for the film. You're not really going to care if you haven't seen it, but there is a character that dies in the film. It's basically this assistant character to Bryce Dallas Howard's character. I believe I'm pronouncing her name right. She has 3 different first names. And I don't know, I get confused. Anyways, her assistant character, she bites the dust in that movie. I just want to talk about her death right quick. That assistant, she gets picked up by a pterodactyl looking thing. They beat her into the ground. They drop her mid-flight. Another one catches her. Assuming that the force of being grabbed like that doesn't break your torso, they start drowning her. And then that drowning pterodactyl gets eaten by the big Sharktaweloceratops.
Man, it was...
That was rough.
It was pretty rough. It was unnecessary.
It was an unnecessary death. That's a villain death. Not only is that a villain death, that's the...
It's either a villain death or a character that is...
No. That's the supporting villain death. Because you see, it's like, think Mummy. The guy who betrays you,
Benny.
or is it Benny? The Benny death.
Oh, that's another franchise.
The Benny School of Death.
Can we just talk about franchises where I like the first movie but not the other movies?
Sure.
That's all I had to say. The Mummy.
That's it. Mummy?
It. Yeah. But yeah, she definitely got a... She got a Benny death.
Yeah, she got a Benny death.
Like, for no reason.
The older brother... Then what I'm trying to say is the older brother needs a Benny death. Mm-hmm. For his sins of the first movie. Like, he needs to pay for what happened. It's that thing we all endured. It was terrible.
Oh, man.
But anywho, hey.
Okay, so Jurassic Park, you say...
Jurassic Park, one good movie.
Okay.
A second one if you're just being dumb.
Okay.
Because, like, you can do a sequel just based off, like, like I was trying to say before, of BD Wong, he still has all the embryos.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Not really. I mean, there's more dinosaurs. I mean, that's not really a spoiler. There's more dinosaurs. Okay, there's more mixed breed, hybrid dinosaur things. So, I see that. What else? What other franchise? Anything else? Anything else pressing on your mind?
Star Wars is pretty confident in themselves. A new movie every year. So,
I mean, it's like you got.
They're like, look, we're gonna get it somewhere.
They got like 30 years worth of history though when it comes to like expanded universe. Which is now all not canon, but besides that, yeah.
It's pretty dope. What do you feel about what other franchise? Oh, okay. Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I thought when the franchise came out, I was not going to see it because I always hated pirate movies. I always despised pirates, and there's just certain things growing up I hated: pirates, monkeys, and talking pigs. I hated it all.
Yeah, all of those are in the pirates.
Yes. And
all three of them. I don't think the pig.
Well, not the talking pig.
He wasn't talking, but they're pigs.
But I always hated that in movies. But so when I first heard about pirates, I wasn't gonna see it. But then
nope. Checks all the boxes.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. But then I was like, oh, it has a dude to play Legolas. All right, man, I'll check it out. Oh, it's Johnny Depp. I didn't really know him from anything else. To my knowledge at the time, I didn't really. Never mind. He wasn't in that. All right. But yeah, either way, I wasn't going to see it. Saw it, liked it. Second one, loved it. Second one was my favorite for life.
Second one's still the best.
And
a lot of people disagree.
Well, it's not their decision.
Second one, looking at the second one, you're like, it is a bit much.
It was
but it's awesome.
But I love it.
It's awesome.
The third one, that was kind of, it was just left to me. It was left. But then when they just come up with a fourth one.
Yeah.
And I was like, now this in my mind I was like, this is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be bad. But I watched it. It was decent for another movie.
It's a good popcorn film.
Yeah.
Good popcorn film.
Yeah.
Just watch it through and through. Don't regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
so. What do you feel if they came out with another Pirates?
They are.
Oh.
On Stranger's Tides. No. I think
that was good. No, that was the last one.
I'm trying to.
You're a couple years behind.
Shut up. I can do this.
They're about to go out with that new Deadman chest.
They're going. I heard they're going to fight Davy Jones in this next film. Oh my, I'm so excited.
But there's another one in the
middle. Yeah. Not Stranger's Tide, but Dead Men Tell No Tales or something like that. Some cheesy pirate saying
I never remember their titles.
Yeah.
I always think Dead Man's Chest is the first one.
They're like dead tail, no bones rattle. With a bottle. I'm telling you, the sixth one's going to be with a bottle of rum. Pirates of the Caribbean 6 with a bottle of rum.
In the locker.
Starring Sam Worthington.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Please don't.
Anywho.
Please don't.
Pirates, I think it should end after whatever they have planned next. Because eventually you're going to get to the point where it's either you keep doing it till Johnny's dead, or two...
It's kind of like what you said before about the X-Men, how it's always the end of the world.
Yeah.
And his Pirates is always...
The end of the Pirates? Yeah. It's always the end of the age of the Pirates. I remember they're like, there's not going to be much of us left.
Wait a second. I know what I know what franchise this is.
They're running out of sea. Yeah.
I know what franchise all this comes from. Land Before Time. The dinosaurs never die. It just keeps. They just keep. You know,
milking it.
Yeah, they keep milking it. Yeah. I'm waiting to see some dinosaurs die. Except
that's dark. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Christopher Nolan comes out with a Land Before Time movie? It's like Land Before Time, The End. No, it's just called The End. Oh, that'd be terrible.
It's just a dark field, and then you see someone screaming, "Let her fly!
Let her fly!" And you just see the volcano just.
That was my attempt at a Hans Zimmer.
Oh, that was your Hans Zimmer?
That was my Hans Zimmer.
That was your synth?
It was horrible.
That was your synth build?
Yeah. It was horrible. I know.
So
it sounded like American Idol.
Yo.
All right.
Hey, yeah. No, it can stop. I just feel like it should stop. It's enough. Because either that or you pass the torch to someone else. No, I don't feel like watching a real Pirates movie.
Yeah.
Because it's either you do the cheesy little action adventure, it's a swashbuckle type movie, or you just give up. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta give up on life.
So maybe they got one more movie in there.
One more.
I don't see two.
Because it's just like
because two you gotta market it for the new kids who didn't see, who were probably born the year the first Pirates came out.
Yo, it's true.
Like, what's Pirates?
Yeah, because it's just like I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, hey, it's going on for too long. It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Okay.
It does.
What about? I think that's most of the franchises I really
care about. That you care about right now.
Yeah.
Besides like comic book stuff like that, because comic books are like the killing franchises right now.
What if Christopher Nolan just popped out another Dark Knight?
I don't even know how I feel about that. That's weird. That's like talking.
It would feel like a trick.
Yeah, it's like talking to an ex-girlfriend that you had like a semi-decent relationship with, and you're like, and you look back on certain aspects of it, you're like, well, maybe it wasn't the best. And you've been with other people, and you're like,
so that movie,
she's been pretty nice.
That movie might reveal the flaws in the franchise.
Yeah, it was like your first real relationship. It was like your first real comic book movie. Like, this is what it could be. It transcends what the petty little things we've had before. But like, if it were to come back, I don't know. That'd be a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd tread up some weird memories.
All right, I did think of another franchise. Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Since the new one's coming up,
keep going.
Another one.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep going. No.
Oh,
I'm not saying another time.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought you said skip on Mission. All right.
No,
sorry.
That was a dumb suggestion. No.
Yeah. Mission Impossible.
Milk it.
It is a very strange franchise to me because, like, the movie spans so many different kind of years,
but at the same time, they all take place in like 5. Like movie wise, because like these were like 90s, right?
How old is Ethan Hunt supposed to be? And how long is he supposed to be an agent? Because I mean, all right, he was an agent in '96, and he's going to be an agent in 2015. I mean, come on. How long can he do this?
That's true.
He's Wolverineing this thing.
But then you meet people like Jeremy Renner and stuff like that, and it's like there's other agents that you could follow.
Yeah, he was a good addition to the last one. Because at first when I saw him, I was like, oh, I hate this guy in movies. But then...
Who's this guy? It's Hawkeye. His life is Hawkeye. I can't stand this guy. He sucks.
So, yeah. I liked his performance in that.
Jeremy's dope. Jeremy's a good guy.
And that's why Mission Impossible is weird to me. Because it's like every movie Tom Cruise is in it. But not every movie everyone else is in it. Ving Rhames isn't in every movie. Well, I mean, he kind of is, but... You know, some he plays a big role, some he plays a small role. There's always a girl, but it's never the same girl.
That's true.
And all of a sudden, from three on, he had a wife.
That's what makes me mad, especially about seeing this new one. I'm like, why can't you just commit, Ethan?
Zero commitment.
You committed to IMBF. Why can't you just?
He's like,
I don't even know if that's the right acronym.
I can travel the world.
I think I just said IMDb. Like, why can't you commit? Don't you love movies? But no, like, I'm just like, come on, dude. Love interest or not, like, that's I like my heroes already in a relationship, or heroes, heroines, whatever it may be. I like them either in a relationship or they lost one, because I don't like the chasing a love interest during a movie. That's time that could be spent jumping. That's time being taken away.
That ruins a franchise.
From Tom Cruise doing some impossible stuff.
Yeah.
Doing impossible things that no one gets out of alive.
I think that's probably why I didn't like 3.
That's why you didn't like 3.
Yeah. It's a lot of focus on his wife.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much about the relationship.
I like 2. He didn't have a wife.
That's what I'm saying. But now he was chasing.
He was chasing.
But
it wasn't that much chasing because the bad guy was doing more chasing. So it was actually more fun to watch the bad guy chasing than Tom Cruise tricking and switching, and then they switched masks, and it got all confused. You didn't know what was going on. But yeah, so I like 2 growing up. Yeah. The stupid Limp Bizkit theme.
Limp Bizkit is rocking the shit.
I thought I knew rock music. I was like, this is rock.
This is real rock music. Yeah, I just remember 2. I love 2 because I love the fight scenes. I thought
they had great fight and chase scenes. Because I hate chase scenes can be the worst in movies. They can be the worst addition to a movie because it's like, a car is catching another car, but this one had like motorcycles, like going around and shooting at each other, and
you still
such a kid.
You still have to see 2 movies. One, The Raid 2. It's that martial arts movie.
Oh, you're just gonna let everybody know I didn't see The Raid? Huh?
Yeah, I'm letting everybody know so they can shame you on the internet. 2, we start that as a hashtag on Twitter, guys. Hashtag does go see The Raid 2.
That's not right, guys.
Now, please. It's spelled please, PLZ. Safe space. Safe space on your characters. 2, Mad Max Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road is literally a 2-hour chase scene. And it's so epic. And what I love about those movies is that you can actually tell what's happening.
Okay. Unlike another franchise. There we go. I didn't even think about that one. But yeah, like Transformers, you don't know what's going on the screen. But
it's terrible.
That's just a whole nother road. That's a whole nother episode.
Transformers, you can do it. You can do a good Transformers franchise. You can do it. I'm not saying you can wipe away the sins that have been committed by Michael Bay in the first 4. God, there's been 4 in the first 4 films, but you can just get rid of humans. We don't need humans. Just do a hardcore. Because the way the 4th one ends is Optimus Prime. You don't care. There's no such thing as a spoiler for a Transformers movie.
I didn't see it. I never was going to see it.
No such thing. It's just like traffic directions. You just like turn right. That's what it is. Like Cybertron. That's what it is. That's how I view a plot for a Transformer. Anyways, Optimus Prime goes into space, and he's gonna find the people that created the Transformers. He's either gonna A, kill them, or B, have a talk with them, or C, have a talk with them, which ends in him killing them. So he's gonna go find his creators. That's dope. That is dope. You can go into so much stuff. You go into Cybertron. You can visit that Transformer who's a planet. I forgot his name, but he's literally an entire planet that's a Transformer. You can deal with the Forerunner people that created him.
Or it could be like the Matrix when he met the architect. Yes. And you're just sitting there like, what's going on?
You wish Michael Bay could write like that.
I'm getting popcorn.
And I love it's the most important scene for the Matrix franchise was the one that the most convoluted when it came to dialogue. Like that movie is the linchpin for like the entire franchise and for what it means deep down and what it's actually about. But you have to Google every sentence.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's off topic. But yeah, Transformers, you can do it.
Okay.
You can do a good one. All it takes is no humans.
No more Michael Bay.
No Michael Bay. Directed by someone who's actually good at directing.
Okay.
Yeah. Say do it. So it's done.
Oh, we didn't finish Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah, Mission Impossible.
The last Mission Impossible that I saw was good. It was great. I love it.
I think it's the best one. It's awesome. Brad Bird.
Yeah.
Brad Bird, he can do no wrong. Unless you talk about Tomorrowland. But then again, people who talk crap about Tomorrowland say that it was the story that was the problem. Not Brad Bird's directing. So, hey, I don't know. So, okay. But Mission Impossible, yeah, you can do it. You can keep doing it. You just got to find the right leading actor if you want to keep it up. So there's always room for franchises.
What are your favorite franchises?
My favorite? Rush Hour.
Oh, yes.
I love Rush Hour.
3 wasn't great, but it was fun.
Now, the Rush Hour movies tend to be very racist, homophobic, misogynist.
And if you did hear stories about cops doing some of the stuff him and Jackie Chan do, then you'd be mad. Yeah.
Police brutality.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they're fun movies. If you don't, it's like a Ted. It's like Ted. It's like the Ted franchise. I like the Ted franchise, but you just gotta turn off your brain and just enjoy the idiocracy that occurs at times.
Well, Rush Hour isn't complete idiocracy. Some of it's.
I think Chris Tucker gets off the rails sometimes. They really let him say whatever he wanted to.
All right, but then again, you got to realize it's another franchise that it takes place in different times.
That's true.
The first one came out with 98.
Yeah.
Second one comes out.
It was a different social climate.
Yeah, it was a way different social climate.
If they released Rush Hour
now, it would it would get so much backlash. Like it would get boycotted so many different ways. Like
it would be taking down what it was filming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
How many more Rush Hours do you think they have?
How
many more Rush Hours do you think they have?
1 or 2. I think you can milk it for like one or two more.
Okay.
Chris Tucker's still in his prime. Like I said, like we brought this up earlier off mic from bringing like Michael B. Jordan, like just pass the baton to like just have it be like a multiracial type thing, mashup. Oh yeah, I love Rush Hour. I don't know franchise wise. Besides like comic book franchises and stuff like that, I don't really have a specific one. I know there's a lot of individual movies I'd love to see become franchises. John Wick, that needs to be a franchise. Like, the movie's awesome. The Raid franchise, love those films. So excited for the third one. Whenever Gareth Evans gets around.
So what are they going to do about this Independence Day thing?
Independence? It's like, from what I understand, it's just like the aliens are eventually probably going to come back. And so all of the Earth is uniting. And like they send the thing into space to create like a network thing to stop. I don't know. I didn't write the movie. Okay. So it seems like a thing. It seems like something they're putting their thought into.
Okay.
You know, especially in the fact considering it's not called Independence Day 2. So that's always good. That's not lazy.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sequels that we would like to see have sequels. Starting now.
Franchises.
I want to see iRobot.
You want to see iRobot?
Yes.
The franchise?
Hey, we only got a minute.
Ew.
I'm not going to defend it. The Prestige.
Prestige.
I want to see a sequel.
No.
I want to see a sequel.
Why?
Christopher Nolan. I want a sequel.
Interstellar, the sequel. Behind the Bookcase. Interstellar 2. The Land Beyond the Bookcase.
It's a Tesseract within a Tesseract.
There's Tesseract. Tesseract.
I want to see another Aladdin movie. Sorry.
They have Aladdin too.
They do have a... that was a bad... All right.
I didn't see it.
This game isn't going how I planned.
Anywho. Okay, so switching gears. I have a little surprise for you. This is my surprise thing. This is how we're going to close out the show.
Okay.
All right. So, I want you to take a moment, and I want you to think of your dream franchise crossovers. Now, the where this is coming from is
this kind of like Alien versus Predator?
No.
Okay.
The studio, I forgot the name, but the studio that does 22 Jump Street and Men in Black.
Okay.
They're planning a crossover of those films.
Oh gosh.
What's your dream crossover between franchises?
Wait, so
I don't know how.
How did they cross?
I don't know how.
So it's not Alien versus Predator.
No, like two.
It's not Batman versus Superman.
No, like I want.
How does this work? I don't understand the parameters.
I want you to just take two franchises you love and just mash them together, even though they completely probably do not work at all.
Okay. Jurassic Park and Rush Hour.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I do more. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
what else-
Okay,
what else-
sorry.
what else is
Well,
on the
yeah, I got more. Yeah, I got more. Star Wars, X-Men. No. Matter of fact, Star Wars and Mission Impossible.
Star Wars.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. We gotta get into the Death Star.
Could you see Tom Cruise walking around the Death Star?
Yo, knowing them, they'd actually build a Death Star for him to jump out of. They'd actually send Tom Cruise into space. Like, no lie. They would send Tom Cruise into space and be like, yo, you gotta do
That's
something.
the next Mission Impossible. That's the
Yeah,
next one.
he goes into space.
There's nowhere else.
He's like, because you're like, Benji, I need you to tell me what's going on. He's like, right, Ethan, listen, you are in space. You're in a shuttle. It's heading towards Earth.
Yo,
you
Ethan,
have no
you gotta
parachute.
get out there as soon as you can.
You literally have no spacesuit. So if you jump out, you're going to die. So what you're going to have to do is open the latch, jump on the latch, and then jump out into the stratosphere. But if you jump out too early into the stereosphere, then you'll burn up in these crisps.
I'm jumping.
What are you, Ethan?
So
That's the hype.
So yeah, that's a fun
Yeah, that's
franchise
hype.
because they always got to go the next mile up. So this one, to see the preview, he's going on a plane. So
Yeah.
The one after that, either he has to go into space or he has to go on a volcano.
Or like underwater. Yeah, it's either like you're in a volcano underwater, Ethan. You gotta get out there, Ethan. You gonna die.
It's gonna cause some kind of tsunami.
You gotta get out here. Gotta love Simon Pegg. But yeah, franchises are awesome. I think it's been a great discussion.
Yeah.
It's been a great first episode of the Cinemaniacs.
Cinemaniacs!
Ha ha ha. That's my maniacal laugh. That's my maniac. Ha ha ha.
It's so lazy.
And they're like, what's wrong with that guy? Like, I don't know. He lives alone. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been Dan. You know me from the Geek Speek Nation channel. Specifically, if you may know me, you can find me streaming video games such as Batman Arkham Knight or The Witcher 3. Very popular games. People love them. I play them, and I stream them at twitch.tv/Geek Speek Gaming. That is GEEKSPEAK Gaming. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, that's all one word. And when you go to the Twitch page, if you go to the bio, you can find the link to our YouTube channel. Or you can just go to YouTube and search Geek Speek Gaming. It's all one word, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. But specifically, I got to give a thank you to my wonderful guest, whom without there is no podcast, Mr. Dez.
Dez!
Anything you'd like to promote? Anything like to promote?
No! Except my music!
So
It's on SoundCloud!
Oh, God.
Well, I go by Dishonest,
Dishonest,
when you go to
yeah.
the page, I'll be more like this. But right now I'm on the podcast, I'm like this,
He's very excited. And it's very late.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, Dishonest, SoundCloud.com.
/Dishonest.
/Dishonest.
HONEST.
Yes. So you heard it here. Go pick up his music. His music is actually the intro music that you hear at the beginning of this video. Ha ha. So there you go. I will also put the link to his music in the description for this video as well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on this grand adventure. And as always, we'll see you in the future.